Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
Let's go. Break. Single, single.
Leaves it with the running back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. The throw to the outside is complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Hits the accelerator to the right. 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
What a great play call there on 4th down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You've got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that 4th down play for a touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense in an empty set. To the air, it's Reed. Quick strike complete.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Concepcion. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. A strike downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College Station and they want to catch passes in this offense. They knows that gives them a chance to play on Sundays, and this guy, I think, is going to be one of those guys that we're seeing playing in the league.
All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's 1st down.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
And the Aggies will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Reed. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. And they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And how do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down. And what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the point after is good. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for space. It's Lacey. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Stribling. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up third down. And wait a minute, third down now becomes, we're going to go for it on fourth down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Offense changing the play. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Rebels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Caught in the backfield, it's Stribling. Breaks the tackle. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The Rebels have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. That's reeled in. It's Lee. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Some crossing routes are designed to beat man coverage. That one worked out pretty well in zone. Nice job by the QB and receiver being on the same page, finding a soft spot, and getting the completion.
Using his legs, it's Lacy. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. And the Rebels will try to move the chains on fourth down. Quarterback making checks. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wallace. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And the pressure was too much. They get it at the 15.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Throws to the tight end. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
Wide open downfield. Smashes through the tackle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Starting to feel a little pressure. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
This defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Aggies! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He makes the catch. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I don't know how the defense allowed that guy to get so wide open. Obviously, he's got tons of speed. We know that. But you've got to key on him and at least have 2 people running with him deep down the field. That time, that must have been a coverage bust because he was way too open.
Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Makes the pass. Complete to the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on 1st down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Now adjusting. He'll throw it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in.
Going for the big play. Makes the grab on the big throw. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, really nice catch there, and I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today, they've got to come up with big plays in the passing game. This guy gives them that opportunity. He gives them a chance not just to compete for conference titles, but for national championships, too.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Looking for a crease, it's Moss. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31.
They just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Off play action. Throws for the tight end. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Aggies! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point,
and they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. Time to take a shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
You can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Creates a little room. He has the first and still on his feet. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
And the Aggies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Reed. Got a man, it's Concepcion. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Aggie. A great catch and run for 6. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt.